Hello everyone, this is Jennifer Terry, your Philippine travel update girl. In this video, we're talking everything cash. Money, money, money. So if you're coming here or living here, you'll find some helpful information. So the topics will be about where to get Philippine peso, using ATMs, paying in the Philippines. So the thing in the Philippines is cash is king here. Everything runs on cash. Restaurants, public transports, or like paying for services. It's cash here. It's a cash economy here. Yes, you can use your credit card or debit cards, but they're only accepted in major cities, malls, upscale hotels, and restaurants. Most places will only accept cash. We've established that cash is king here. How do you get Philippine peso? So I'm going to talk about 3 ways here. The first one is withdrawing from an ATM using your foreign card. So that's no secret. You can use your foreign card to withdraw money from an ATM in the Philippines. And don't worry because ATM machines are spread out in the country. There are ATMs everywhere here and even in the province. So the first thing you have to remember when you are planning on doing this is you might have to notify your foreign bank about withdrawing money in the Philippines. This is to make sure that you are not blocked, okay? The bank is only protecting you. So just let them know. Next thing is check your card's compatibility. The major ones, the most popular are Visa, MasterCard, Amex, JCB, and UnionPay. So if you're just check your card. If it's any of these card networks, then you won't have any problem in withdrawing money here. Your card will be accepted. But one thing you have to be mindful of when you're withdrawing money from an ATM using your foreign card is you have to expect fees. So the first fee will be called ATM fee. This is the fee that's charged by the local bank in the Philippines. So this ranges from 200 to 500 pesos per withdrawal. Next up is foreign transaction fee. This is charged by your bank. It comes in percentages, so 0.5 to 3.75%. So depending on your bank and the bank that you will withdraw money from in the Philippines, which I will show you later. So each withdrawal is typically limited to 10,000 pesos, 30,000 pesos, or 50,000 pesos. So there is limit for every withdrawal, and there is also what we call daily withdrawal limit. So the higher the withdrawal limit is, the better, as it saves you money on fees and hassle of going to an ATM or finding an ATM machine. First consideration is location. Of course, if you need money, you gotta withdraw money where it's available, right? But if you have the choice to pick which ATM you can withdraw from, this is good. I introduce you to an app called ATM Fee Saver. Take note, this video is not sponsored. I just discovered it and found it very helpful, so I'm sharing this with you. So this can be downloaded if you have an Android phone through Google Play or Apple Store. Okay, download that app. It's very easy. You don't even need an account. Okay, there are ads, but they are minimal and there are no pop-up ads, so just don't click those ads. So it will automatically detect your location, but you have to allow it, give permission. So for example, from where I am, I'm in Tagum City. The closest bank to me is Philippine National Bank, and it would allow me to withdraw 10,000 to 20,000 with 2.50% to 1.25% fee. Okay, that's quite low, 10,000. Metro Bank is the same. China Bank, there you go, it's 20,000 per withdrawal. DBP as well, or Development Bank of the Philippines, 20,000. Security Bank is 30,000 pesos. That's the biggest I can see so far. It's very easy to use. Also, a good tip to save money in the Philippines, some ATMs may ask, accept or decline conversion. So there is an option if you wanna with or without conversion. If you accept, the ATM will convert your money at the ATM's set exchange rate. If you decline, the ATM will convert at exchange rate of the bank or card logo, for example, Visa or Master. So what is the better option? Should you accept conversion or not? The best is to say no. Decline conversion because you don't want to pay an extra fee to the ATM for currency conversion, right? So what are the pros and cons from withdrawing money from an ATM? If you're withdrawing from an ATM, well, it's very safe. It's flexible because there are many ATMs here and it's convenient. The negative side is it comes with fees and limits, and sometimes it can be inconvenient, especially if you're coming here on a Christmas season. Oh my gosh, dealing with ATMs during Christmas is very hard. You're limited to 10,000 or 20,000, and I'm saying 10,000 pesos if you're going out, you're shopping a little bit. If you're more than one people, so let's say you're 2 or 3, 10,000 in one day is not a lot. Moving on, the second way, and this might be my favorite way of getting Philippine peso, is sending money to yourself via remittance, and this is what I personally use. You choose a remittance service, so there are a lot of remittance companies available because Filipinos abroad send money to the Philippines. So there is World Remit, Remitly, Western Union, MoneyGram. These are the most popular ones. So first is you choose a remittance company. Then you download the app of that company and you register. You make an account. You add your bank account details or your debit or credit card details. And then you send the money. When do you send the money? I would recommend doing it a week before arriving in the Philippines so as to make sure that the money has safely arrived, right? No issues. And you can also do this while you're already in the Philippines. Just take note that if your bank sends a code for transfers, make sure that you still have access to that code so it can be sent on your mobile phone. You may send it through email. I think that's easier. So just check if your SIM would still be, if it's a US SIM, it will likely still be accepting or receiving codes while you're in the Philippines. So choosing a remittance company, I recommend World Remit. That's what I personally use. I've been using them for years. Whenever I live here, this is how I get my money from abroad. I just send money to myself. If you are a new member, you get a generous rate. Just go to your Apple Store or Google Play and download World Remit. I'll have the link in the comment section. If you use my code, guys, you can get $15 voucher. Yay! So my code is Jennifer Terry H1. And this is not sponsored by World Remit. I just use them. That's why I'm recommending them. And I've never had issues. You can pick up your money in remittance centers and they are spread out in the country. Even in the province, in small cities, they have remittance centers. So you will never have a problem finding a place to pick up or claim your money. Palawan Pawn Shop, Cebuana, M. Luwelier, these are the most popular ones. So pros and cons when sending money to yourself. A lot of pros. It's safe, it's flexible, and convenient. It's very safe. These remittance companies are registered with the financial institutions or organizations in our countries, here and there. And you can send big amounts too. When I bought my land here or built a small house, I just used a remittance company to send money to myself. So you can send even up to 500,000 pesos. Although I will not be sending more than 500,000 pesos because it might be blocked by the anti-money laundering agency in the Philippines. They might question that big movement of money. So keep your transfers under 500,000. And then very easy access to Philippine peso. Whereas if you use ATM, you're limited to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, plus there are fees. Whereas if you use remittance company, you can send 100,000 pesos. And you can use that money as an allowance for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The only negative side is the minimal fees, which is very minimal. $1, $2, very cheap. It's still better than the ATM withdrawal fees. The last way of getting Philippine peso is exchanging foreign money at a money exchange shop in the Philippines. In the Philippines, we call this money changer. Remember that if you're asking locals, where is the money changer? So there are a lot of reliable money exchange shops in the country. There's Palawan Pawn Shop. There's SM. SM is like the biggest mall chain in the country. They have money changer in their customer service section, and their rate is pretty decent. I would say avoid sketchy places where it's, quiet and dark. Don't go there. Avoid money changers in the province or small cities. They have a very, very low rate. Yeah. Unless you're desperate, okay, go. But for big money especially, don't go to small provinces. Go to big cities. The competition is good there, so they have good exchange rates. And don't forget to carry your ID when exchanging money, so either driver's license or passport. Also, one thing, at the airport, there are money exchange booths, money changers. The rate is pretty decent, but I'm not sure, they might be charging a commission. So yeah, but you really need money when you leave the airport. You need to have some Philippine peso with you. For example, if you're availing taxi, you need to pay by cash. If you're availing the service of ride-hailing services or apps like Grab, you can have the option to either pay by debit card or credit card if you pre-registered your account, or you can pay by cash. Always have Philippine peso when you leave the airport. In summary, 3 ways to get Philippine peso: ATM, remittance, and money exchange. For me, the most convenient is ATM, but the best value is remittance. And since we're already in the talks of money, tipping is not a customary practice in the Philippines. You don't need to tip, it's not required. Places that require tipping will have this thing called service charge, where it's already included in your bill. But at most places here we don't expect tips. If you have anything to add for like the information, comment them down below, and I will see you with another update. Bye. Take care of your cash.